Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Just want to come back at you with another video to follow up on the one that I made several weeks back. I want to be transparent here in hopes that maybe what I have to say and what I've dealt with will benefit someone else. So here we go, just going to get to it. I'm going to be honest and I'm going to be transparent. I got a little sideways a couple of weeks ago. I was not in a good frame of mind. I kind of had that F it mentality, kind of feeling hopeless, helpless, upset, frustrated, all the above. I have a history of anxiety and depression. 2020 has not been helpful with that, but even before COVID, those are some things I would deal with and struggle with. And eventually I got to the point of realizing I need to seek some help about these things and be practical about it. And, it's an ongoing process, and I've started to do that. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I got sideways. Thankfully, I did choose to reach out to my psychiatrist. It was kind of a cry for help, but I didn't expect what happened next because I guess I just wasn't thinking clearly in general. So I wasn't in a good way. I'll just put it like that. And I reached out to my psychiatrist, emailed her, kind of let her know what was going through, my mind, just kind of this flow, this stream of consciousness, thoughts, feelings, whatever. And she was significantly disturbed and concerned to where, I sent her an email. 3 minutes later, I get a phone call from her office saying, Doc says you need to go to the hospital right now. I'm like, my son has a race tonight. I'd like to attend that. Can I go? It's like, no, you need to go to the hospital or we're going to put some things in motion to make sure that you can get there. So I'm like, okay, I'll voluntarily go. So I drove myself to the hospital. I'm there and I'm like, man, whatever. Maybe I can get out of here in a couple hours and go to my son's race. Didn't happen. I was in the hospital for about a week, behavioral health unit, dealing with these mental health challenges, depression, anxiety. It's a lot more common than you think. There's no need to be ashamed. I want to encourage people to get the help you need. If you've already started that process, keep taking your meds, keep going to therapy, do what you got to do. You don't like it sometimes. You're not going to feel like it. It's frustrating. You have these thoughts going through your head. I do too. This is ridiculous. I'm a broken person. This sucks, whatever the case may be. It doesn't matter. It sucks when, your car needs an $800 repair, but either you pony up the $800 so your car runs or you don't have a running car. And when you're not running properly and stuff isn't right in here, that's not a good place to be. And of course, you have regular maintenance as well. Keep the oil changed, keep gas in the car, make your insurance payments, whatever. So, your mental health is at least as important as your car, right? So, I'm a follower, I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. He's my savior. And, I believe God's got a purpose for all of us, and he's got a purpose for you right where you are. You don't have to get all of your stuff together to be a positive influence in somebody else's life, right? So, I got my issues. I'm being transparent about those. Hopefully, this benefits somebody else. Mental health issues are very stigmatized, unfortunately, still. And in the midst of COVID and all the after effects of what the lockdowns and the state of our societies are doing to people, whether it's, financial issues, job issues, loneliness, whatever, the mental health thing is massive and it's not good. And it's not getting talked about and it's terrible. So if you need help, reach out, get help. If you need people who need help, push them to get help, do what you got to do, check on people, we're all in this together. When COVID first hit, it was like, 2 weeks to flatten the curve. We're all in this together. And then after that, society just degenerated into this, angry, seething, finger pointing, blaming people, maskers versus no maskers, protest, all this stuff going on. And there's just all this chaos in society. And man, this stuff is real. It's a lot of stuff going on out here, and people are mentally and emotionally overloaded in ways that your brain is not designed to handle. It's not healthy, And so we all need to take, breaks from social media, from the news, from fussing and fighting with people about whatever, no matter how right we may believe ourselves to be. You got to take care of yourself. It's no joke. We're losing good people out here. People are harming themselves. People are miserable. This stuff is real. I just got to tell the truth about it. And, I've been struggling with some stuff and I know I'm not alone. So I just want to encourage people, do what you got to do. Go see a psychiatrist, get a therapist, take your meds, check on other people, take care of yourself. And let me say something real quick. If you're one of those people who naturally tends to be dismissive about your own needs because you're so concerned about other people, my wife is this way. She doesn't have mental health challenges. She doesn't, thankfully, but she's extraordinarily selfless. Extraordinarily selfless. Well, if you're one of those people, let me speak to you real quick. Understand that you can't be the best version of yourself and do the most good for other people if you don't take care of yourself first, right? You have to have something to give, and you have to make sure your tank is filled up, so to speak, before you start giving out to other people adequately. So self-care is important. It's not selfish. If you think it is, whatever. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to encourage you to take care of yourself. I love you guys. I hope this does somebody some good. If you think sharing this or repeating something I've said will do somebody some good or adding to it, do what you got to do. Take care of yourself. Check on your people. Love you guys. Take care.